friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and today I'm going to be making some placemats out of burlap and raffia. These are going to be kind of a tropical placemat for an upcoming event that I am going to be sharing with you also. So today, what I have done so far is I have already stiffened the burlap. The way you do that, I'll put a link to the actual tutorial, but it's really simple. You just mix about a 50-50 mix of white glue and water, and you soak your burlap in it, hang it up to dry, and then you have a stiffened piece of burlap. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and draw our circle out onto the burlap. And I just have a plate chargers because I felt like that would be as close as we can get here. And we're just going to take a marker. Let me do this one. And we're just going to draw our circle around the edge. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is we're going to trim out the edges of this round piece of burlap with some raffia to give it like a fringe around the edge of it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the raffia in like strips of about 2 inches long. And to speed that process up, I've taken a piece of cardboard that I've cut at the 2 inches, and what I'm going to do is wrap this around the cardboard so that we can get several cuts real quickly of the raffia. Okay, and we're going to hold that really, really tight across there. You just want to kind of put your thumb and forefinger here so you're holding both ends of it, and then we're going to cut it right along the edge, just placing your scissors right along the edge. See, we've got that edge cut, and then we're going to do the same thing at the bottom here. Let me see, I'm going to cut these extras off. We want to get rid of that. And then we're going to do the same thing right here across the bottom. Okay, it's just a little tedious, but you'll get it. And then see, then you just slide them off, and you've got your little several pieces of raffia cut the correct size, and we're going to get rid of these. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to start putting this on the burlap, but we want to make sure we protect our surface. So I am going to cut down some parchment paper. You could use wax paper, cardboard, anything. You really, well, I said cardboard, but probably not, because what you're wanting to do here is you want something that's not going to stick easily in case the glue accidentally goes through. Okay, and we're going to just start by putting a little bead along. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself here, because if you do, you may end up, your glue could get cold before you get to it. But we're just going to place some of the raffia right around the edges here. And I'm taking 2 or 3 pieces at a time. Just, you don't want too much, but you want it enough that you can start to get that overlap, fringy look. You don't want it to be okay, now we have our raffia all the way around the edges of our burlap placemat. And what we're going to do now is we want to kind of cover up these raw edges. And so what I'm going to be using is this large jute rope. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be going around the edges of this and adding the rope on to hide where we've attached it. So once again, with the hot glue, we're going to get started here. Ta-da! We have our placemat. So I'll be showing you how these look on the table, and stay tuned for our luau dinner party coming up in a couple of weeks.